Hello guys, welcome back. So let's start with a new topic, that is muscles of back. There are many muscles in your back, but we'll only learn about the very important ones which are related to the croc. Okay. So let's first know about the muscles of the back which are attached to the vertebral column. Muscles of the back which are attached, or we can say joined to the vertebral column. Now everybody knows what is the vertebral column, right? We have done this. We have a whole video on this specific topic, vertebral column. Okay. So now let's move. There are four muscles which are joined to the vertebral column. This picture is for you to remember it. Like you click a picture into your phone, right? So click this picture into your brain. No need to draw it. So this muscle which you see, this is trapezius, where it is present. Okay, here, this triangle shaped muscle. Then you have this muscle which is levator scapulae. I'll write this down separately, but for now just I am naming them into the picture. Okay, this is rhomboideus minor. What it is? Rhomboideus minor. And this is rhomboideus major. What it is? I'll write it down. This is rhomboideus major. Okay. Now these were the four muscles. Let's write them down. The first one was trapezius. Now trapezius has something that you should know. They many a times have asked a question that where is the trapezius attached to? So it is attached. One, we know that it is attached to the vertebral column, but superiorly if they ask, then it is attached to the superior nuchal line, and occipital protuberance. Now the superior nuchal line is what you have to remember. Then it is a triangular shaped muscle of the back, triangular shaped. Okay, and its innervation is by spinal part of cranial nerve 11th. Now when we were doing this cranial nerves video, I explained you this cranial nerve 11 has two parts, the spinal part and the cranial part. The spinal part is supplying the two muscles. One is trapezius, the other is accessory nerve. Okay. Then we had the second muscle, rhomboideus major, and I'll write the rhomboideus minor also. Okay, so this rhomboideus major function is to hold scapula. So it holds scapula. This retracts scapula, rhomboideus minor retracts. Now, many will be confused, might be. What is retraction? What is protraction? So, this is retraction. What it is? Retraction. What is retraction? You're drawing back in the scapula. You're retracting the scapula backwards. Okay. This is protrusion. Protracting. Sorry. This is protracting. Okay. And this is retracting. So, what does rhomboideus minor helps in? It helps in retracting the scapula. The last one was levator scapula. Now levator scapulae, from the word itself you can understand that it will elevate what? Scapula. Let's know about the innervations. Innervations, 1 minute. This is also innervation. For the another muscles I'm writing in blue color. Okay. It is supplied by the nerve to rhomboid. This 2, 3 and 4 is supplied by nerve to rhomboideus. Or if you look at this picture carefully, this one, where do you think these muscles are situated at? Here is what? Here is your scapula. And scapula, which part? The dorsal part. So the nerve here is also known as, or you also call it as, dorsal scapular nerve. Okay. So that's it for the muscles of the back which are attached or joined to the vertebral column. Now we have a muscle which is the latissimus dorsi. So this muscle which you see right here, it is the latissimus. It is present on the dorsal side, so it was given the term dorsi. Okay. Now this latissimus dorsi, it is also known as swimmer's muscle or climbing muscle. So in the swimming, this muscle is used a lot. Okay, so they have very good, swimmers have a very good build of latissimus dorsi. So climbing muscle. The another thing you should know is that when we were doing scapula, I already told you that they will originate from this inferior angle. You can see in the picture, right? So they origin from the inferior angle of dorsal side of scapula. Side is also important. Okay, and we should know the insertion. So for the insertion, it is in the bicipital groove of humerus. Now, when we will be doing humerus, I will explain you about this on the humerus also. But for now, you can see. So this is the place where it is inserting. You can see, right? So it inserts in the bicipital groove. Okay. And it is supplied, innervated. I'm writing again with the blue color. Innervated by thoraco. It is present near the thorax. And thoracodorsal, present on the dorsal side. So thoracodorsal nerve. Now the root value for this nerve is C6, C7, C8. The C6, C7, C8. Understood? And here, as I said you before also about the spinal part of cranial accessory nerve, at this one point once again, see, if I've explained you something in the previous video, I am making you remember it once again. That's because it will help you revise things. You will remember it more, okay? So if I am writing the same thing again in a new video, then you should also write it. I'm not writing it for myself. I'm writing it for you all. So if I can write it many times, then you should also write it many times. This will really help you memorize them well. So the spine accessory nerve, where have I explained it? It is in the cranial nerve video, okay? Accessory nerve, it has, this is cranial nerve number 11th, okay? So it has two parts, right? The spinal part and the cranial part. The spinal part supplies two muscles, sternocleidomastoid, and the other is, which one? Trapezius, okay? And this soft palate. Understood? So do write this thing once again, okay? It will take hardly few seconds for you to write it, but your brain will be able to remember it for a much longer time.